Hi, it's Miko here. I'm the author of Learn to Read Hebrew in 6 Weeks and the Hebrew Workbook. I'm sure you've seen that this year I've been working on a really cool and exciting new project that teaches Hebrew vocabulary through fun Bible stories. I call it the Easy Ivrit Storybook Series. So far I've published 5 books in the Easy Ivrit Storybook Series: The Widow and the Prophet, A Voice in the Night, The Miracle at Jericho, The Left-Handed Hero and Surprise Guest, and more are coming soon. Today, I wanted to celebrate the completion of the first 5 books in the Easy Ivrit Storybook Series. I wanted to take you guys along on a trip to see some of the actual places where these stories took place. I'm in the car with my husband, tour guide Aaron, and we're headed out for a really fun and exciting day. We're headed out from our hometown of Beersheba to the Shomron to see some of these sites, and we're going to take you with us.
We're standing here at the wall of Ancient Shiloh, or in Hebrew Shiloh. This wall is almost 4,000 years old. It was built by the Canaanites. When Joshua, the son of Nun, came here to conquer the city, he saw this wall. So guys, we're standing here on this very windy day at the very site where the Mishkan, or in English the Tabernacle, stood for 369 years. The archaeologists think that it was actually right here behind us. And the amazing thing is that one of Miko's books is set in this exact site.
Absolutely. The Voice in the Night is set right here. Hannah comes to pray to God for a child, and her prayer is accepted, and that child is Samuel the prophet. This beautiful text from the book of Samuel details Hannah's prayer. And here you can read over here, Tfilat Hannah, the prayer of Hannah. A Voice in the Night from my Easy Ivrit Storybook series takes place right here in the Ancient Shiloh. It's an amazing place to visit because you know that right here is where Hannah prayed and the Mishkan stood. And you can read about it in my book. Even when you read about Hannah's prayer, we have over here, she decided to ask God for and we learn in Hebrew the word ben means son. In her prayers, she promised that this son, would be a holy child serving in the house of God. So where would he be serving? Where we're standing right now. So traditionally, this is a place where women who haven't been able to have children, they will come here to pray for a child. You come here and you feel the intensity of this amazingly spiritual place. Later on in the book, we have Hannah bringing the child.
So guys, how do we know that this is the site of the tabernacle? So the fact is that we don't have any smoking gun evidence, but we have a lot of circumstantial evidence. Let me give you an example. If you look over here, you can see the bedrock. This bedrock wall is cut out on this side and also here on the other side. It's cut out, and it's cut out in the shape of the tabernacle. The tabernacle was 50 cubits by 100 cubits, and the dimensions of this bedrock cutout are similar. That took a massive amount of work on a public scale to cut out the bedrock in that way to fit the area of the tabernacle. Also, on the hilltops all around us up here, we have terraces all around, and those terraces would accommodate hundreds of thousands of people who were camped out, and they could all see this spot where we are, the spot where the tabernacle was, while they eat their sacrifices. And we know that you had to eat your sacrifices in an area where you could see the area of the tabernacle. Also, scientists have come here and they've done audio.
Tour guide Aaron brought me to this ancient water cistern. We're standing at the bottom, and the only way out is up. You can imagine how Joseph would have felt. He was thrown into a pit like this, a water cistern just like this, where all around was like wide, and then the opening at the top was narrow. How could you possibly get out of this without someone helping you from above? We're standing in Shiloh Valley in the vineyards that are spoken about in the book of Judges. The book of Judges tells the story of the girls dancing in the vineyards, and these are those same vineyards. We were driving down towards Jericho, and we had to stop to take in this gorgeous view.
Hi guys, so we're standing here overlooking the site of Jericho, or in English Jericho. It's right here behind us. You can see the ancient city of Jericho. Let's see if we could zoom in. We can. So you can see the houses of the modern city of Jericho that sits on the ancient site of Jericho. Unfortunately, we can't go into Jericho as Israeli citizens because it's under control of the Palestinian Authority since the Oslo Accords. So we came here to a place called Mitzpeh Jericho, which overlooks Jericho, so that we can see where Jericho is. And right over here is where the people of Israel crossed the Jordan River under Joshua the son of Nun 3,300 years ago. So here in the distance you can see the Dead Sea, Yam HaMelach, and behind it the mountains of Moab and Ammon. And this is all the Judean desert. And as we turn to the left, which is towards the north, you can see the modern city of Jericho, which sits adjacent to the ancient Jericho, and all the way down into the Jordan Valley in this direction going north.
My Easy Ivrit story, The Miracle at Jericho, tells the whole story about the Israelites entering the city of Jericho. So as you look and you see the actual site of Jericho, and you open up the book and you read about how the Israelites approached the city of, and you can read it in Hebrew, Jericho is Jericho. It says, as the Israelites approached the city of Jericho, they were not sure what to expect or what to do or even where to start, but they knew that God was on their side. It was time to conquer Jericho. You can look at these amazing hills and just like feel the anticipation and excitement of the Israelite people coming in, and imagine the miracle actually took place right here. It's really incredible to stand here and picture that. I want the language of the Bible to be accessible to everyone. I think that learning how to read Hebrew is the first start to that. With my book, Learn to Read Hebrew in 6 weeks, it's a really easy way to learn how to read Hebrew. Over 36,000 people have already started their journey with my book. The next stage is the Hebrew workbook. The Hebrew workbook solidifies your Hebrew reading and teaches you how to write in both block and cursive. The next step is learning Hebrew vocabulary. The Easy Read Storybook series teaches Hebrew vocabulary using fun Bible stories. Today we visited 2 of the sites from the Easy Read Storybook series. We went to the Ancient Shiloh, that the story of A Voice in the Night takes place there. And now we're standing above Jericho, and the Miracle of Jericho takes place there. There's 3 more books in the Easy Read Storybook series so far, and more to come.